back into this. Now, I made a few changes off camera, but I changed the scheme, and we'll see how that works. Let's go with the classic alternate. We're going to edit the CPU.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go, baby.
The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans taking about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
Damn.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint
Can't believe
for
they're like
quarterbacks
5
looking
years
for a
old
second
now.
opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in snuck into the playoffs and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. And
let's go,
past the
AJ.
35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice play on the ball by A.J. Brown, and he comes up with the reception. He had a terrific 2019 as a rookie. The first one since 1970 to go over 1,000 yards receiving and average over 20 yards per catch.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that's the
Similar to
problem.
a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield. but came up empty.
Looking middle.
Catch the ball, John.
He's pretty reliable. Usually
What are you doing, son?
That play, he simply dropped it.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back
This is
incompletions, and that
Let's
has him
see
staring
how
at
you
a
do,
3rd and
buddy.
10. Again, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, throw at us. Throw at us. For real.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Hamler now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of design runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Nice
a lot
run.
of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And they'll get him down
stop
about
him?
3 yards
Yes.
short of the
Let's
first.
go.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
What we hear so often, how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
A big kick that time,
Where's the
52
block?
yards. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on.
Damn.
Where you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
Tannehill on the
16-yard run for Ryan Tannehill. Go, boy.
Be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down now. It's
Oh,
Henry.
he didn't turn up field.
He'll
What the
lose
fuck?
yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And it falls
Oh, come on.
incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about got the call here. They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be out of bounds up near at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
There we go.
Down near the 20-yard
Biscuits
line,
now.
just shy of the
newest
20.
acquisition
A 30 big
to the
ones.
Tennessee Titans, baby.
And they made no
Let's
bones
go.
about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in, because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He was pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated.
Oh,
got
come
to the sideline
on.
and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Joseph's got it. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Let's go, Kevin. Let's go, baby.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this throw caught left side.
Let's go.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again to Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Let's go.
A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Good.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
I'll be back, guys. Grab a drink real quick, and then I'll be back in here to finish it. TD. I think I've got no picks right now.
Come on, Taylor, you want to go? Come on, Taylor.
Oh, so far, no picks. Nice.
I'm at like an hour before you start up again.
46%.
Good.
Damn. Damn. All right. boys. Let's do this damn thing, baby.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Oh,
get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
what a hit.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
This is probably a pass here.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
At the 44.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Pressure comes,
There's the
and
sack.
the Titans able to bring him down.
Harold
Sacked
Landry.
by Harold Landry, the former
Harold
Boston College
Landry
Eagle.
With the sack and the
The
third-year
Colin
player out of
Kaepernick,
Boston
let's
College.
go.
He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total. And now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now this, Charles,
I might
the final
put
game of the
LaVisca
return to
Chenault back
football
there.
weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland.
Actually, let me go ahead and do that. Kick return.
No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's a gain of 10.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Able to complete this to Schanault. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Titans.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Tannehill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
First and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swing the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Kaepernick now on first down. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch.
Oh, that was a
and
face
he'll be
mask.
taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Open man, he completes it to Jeudy.
Kaepernick's pass
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's probably first.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Kaepernick now on first down. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He completes this to Sutton.
Come on.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The third is injured.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Now we got a ball game.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Connection made with Schanault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
11 on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Trying to get this rookie all the catches he can handle.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. This is Schanault on the receiving end.
Let's go,
Laviska.
Let's go, baby.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Here's Tannehill. That'll be caught right side. Schanault with it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Titans.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Come on.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Looks like cover 2. Looks like cover 2 defense.
Now Tannehill. His throw caught at about the 5.
Tannehill's
And they will
Looks like
eventually get him
cover
down,
2
but he's
a little bit.
inside the 5 all
Might
the
have been
way to the
cover
3.
3.
the 3-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big
Let's
passes.
go, baby.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
200 passing
We'll get
yards
started over
already.
at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 31-10 was the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. The final, 29-16. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. 23-17, the final score. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right,
man.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Oh, get off
because
of me.
some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play
Whoa,
to give themselves some
what?
momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Defense. Oh my God! Spotted
Well,
the
you
foul
won't hear any
first
boos from
down.
this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
His kick is no good.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, Johnny just
the
ball.
To pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old
the
brain
ball,
remembers,
bro.
5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal. Just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Good job, defense.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's
Rashawn
3rd down.
Evans, 4 tackles for a loss.
As he gets up, and you've got to
Let's
imagine
go,
he's thinking,
baby.
guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Damn.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They find some open field here.
Oh,
Taking
Lindsay.
it right down Broadway.
Damn.
And all the way home for a Broncos
All right,
score.
baby.
Philip
more
Lindsay,
fuck-ups. Let's go.
already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The kickoff for Denver.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
26-yard line.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he rifles one incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And
Oh,
that'll be
come on.
incomplete.
Just
That's a really
making
good job
bad
there
reads.
defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Catch the
Now, meanwhile,
ball.
they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a
Oh,
Denver
damn.
touchdown.
Come on. Really?
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Now McManus for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And I just put
Time
playing
again to see
defense,
what Ryan
apparently.
Tannehill and the Titans can do. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses
Wow,
the early days,
what
you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments
Von
then.
Miller.
Right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that
Catch the ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
It's a gain of 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks
I thought he dropped it. I was fixing to be pissed.
Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first
Damn.
down, but this throw downfield incomplete. LaVisca Schanault, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
You have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
First down, Tennessee.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And nowhere to fit that
Catch the
football
ball.
in. It's knocked
Damn.
away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that is incomplete.
Oh.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The open man is Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
That'll be caught by Brown.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Let's go, baby.
A.J. Brown.
Second
Already
receiving
his second
touchdown
touchdown
tonight.
here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising.
Oh,
not many
damn.
teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
39 yards there, a big one.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way. Turned it into a big play.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Kaepernick throwing on second down. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he'll go down.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
I saw the audible coming a mile away,
Gets in
baby.
there
Let's
to drop him
go.
for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal.
Let's
1 quarter
go.
remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24. Broncos 21.
Well, at least we know we can stay in ball games.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th
And
quarter,
the
this
game's
game
tied
is
at
tied.
24.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick,
See
and
how
that one was never in
all
doubt.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And not much there.
Oh, come
Maybe
on.
a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up,
come
somebody's
on.
there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill.
Oh, come on, man.
A.J. Bouye,
God
the
damn.
quarterback there to make the play defensively. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they didn't change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another run by Lindsey. And he takes
What?
it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Fuck.
They get the first. The
You.
decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a
Let's
touchdown.
go. Kevin Byard with a pick 6. Let's go.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
KJ Hamler on the return. The
Ball
Broncos take over.
35.
The Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick six. And he's got some space here. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Second pick in a row.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
A first down carry for Henry. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Henry, the ball.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Tannehill's pass.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical
Running
call.
into the kicker? Really? Yep. Give me that first down, baby.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reading. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver.
Good job, LaVisca.
5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Nice.
Well, they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for...
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Let's go,
LaVisca.
LaVisca.
Passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled
Why
the
is it a
fire
both
awfully
of
well
you? It's
after
not
his
even
first touchdown pass.
2 minutes. Oh, that's easy. Receiver had possession. 1, slide 2, touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I'm like, damn, how'd I line that one up?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect.
And the Titan defense steps up here. And
Harold Landry with 2 sacks.
Harold Landry able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a
Let's go.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this one through the uprights and good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven
User
down.
sack, let's go.
Jack Crawford, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Cortland Sutton. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Cortland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Cortland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
More yards.
10 more there and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete on the slant route. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Toward the end zone,
Oh,
but that's going to wind up
damn, that looked like a
pig.
pig.
It to KJ Hamler, the rookie, and it's second down.
That looked like a pig,
The
bro.
way that this one has gone and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
There was some lag
The
there.
Titans get 14 yards
What it looked
there and
like
move
to
the
me
chains
was
as well.
A gain of 14.
But that's
First
1-0
down,
on the
Tennessee.
season, baby. Let's go. One and 0. Tennessee over the Denver Broncos, 45-21. 3-2-1 game.
Tonight.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind
And
us.
this.
All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time.
Can this
with
new
just
head
1 week
coach
gone and plenty of weeks to
take
go.
Tennessee to the promised land?
So for Tennessee, it'll be a happy
We will
trip
have to
home as they
find
start
out.
the season with a road victory here on
In
a
week
Monday
2.
night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
go, baby. That's gonna do it for me here, boys. Well-earned victory by Tennessee, and an amazing run by our new head coach. First career win, bring the pressure with 4 sacks. Let's go. Nobody has more faith in our offense than I do, but even I'm impressed at how we handled Von Miller. The guy's a beast, but you were right, and we took care of business. XP boost for all quarterbacks. 500 XP. Let's go, baby. And we will upgrade the... We've got some... We've got some upgrades. But we will do that in the next video. But until then, it's your boy Ron Jr. Y'all can call me Thor. And always remember to stay godlike. Peace.